The movie stars Jeff Daniels in the lead role, and his performance is one of the biggest reasons why the film remains engaging throughout its runtime. Jeff Daniels has always been known for his versatility as an actor. He can handle comedy, drama, and thrillers with equal confidence, and in this film he brings a calm yet emotionally layered performance that fits the tone perfectly. His character feels believable because Daniels avoids unnecessary dramatics. Instead, he focuses on subtle expressions and realistic reactions, making the audience feel connected to his growing fear and confusion. His acting style in this movie is restrained but effective, and it helps maintain the realistic mood of the story. Alongside him, James Spader delivers another memorable performance. Spader has always had a unique screen presence, and here he once again proves why he is so effective in suspense-oriented films. There is an intensity in his acting that immediately captures attention. Even during quiet scenes, he creates tension simply through his expressions and dialogue delivery. His character adds unpredictability to the film, making viewers constantly question motives and hidden intentions. James Spader's ability to portray morally complex personalities becomes one of the film's highlights, and his scenes carry a strong dramatic impact. The supporting cast also contributes well to the movie's atmosphere. Every character feels like they belong in the story, and no performance feels completely wasted. Even smaller roles help strengthen the mystery by adding layers of doubt and suspicion. The interactions between the characters are written with realism, which makes the emotional conflicts more believable. Instead of turning the story into a simple good versus evil narrative, the movie explores human weakness, fear, and moral ambiguity. That complexity gives the thriller a more intelligent and mature feeling. Director Rowdy Herrington deserves appreciation for handling the film with patience and control. Herrington is best known for directing intense and character-focused stories, and his style works effectively here. He understands how to build suspense without constantly relying on loud music or shocking visuals. The tension comes from silence, conversations, and uncertainty. Herrington keeps the camera work grounded and realistic, allowing the audience to focus on the emotional journey of the characters. His direction gives the film a serious tone, which helps separate it from many formula-based thrillers of the early 2000s. The cinematography also supports the movie's dark atmosphere beautifully. Many scenes are shot with muted colors and shadow-heavy visuals, creating a feeling of isolation and unease. The locations feel authentic rather than overly cinematic, which adds to the realism. Whether the characters are inside dimly lit rooms or walking through uncertain environments, the visuals constantly remind viewers that danger may be closer than expected. The camera often lingers on expressions and surroundings, giving scenes emotional depth instead of rushing forward. This visual approach strengthens the suspense and keeps the audience emotionally invested. The musical score in the movie is subtle but effective. Instead of overwhelming scenes with dramatic soundtracks, the music quietly enhances the tension. At times, silence becomes more powerful than music itself, allowing viewers to feel the anxiety of the characters. This restrained approach works well because it keeps the suspense grounded in realism. The soundtrack never distracts from the story, and that balance helps maintain immersion throughout the film. Without revealing spoilers, the story revolves around a man who becomes connected to dangerous events involving hidden truths and suspicious activities. As he starts uncovering pieces of a disturbing mystery, he realizes that powerful forces may be trying to silence the truth. The deeper he goes into the situation, the more complicated and dangerous things become. The film explores how ordinary individuals react when they suddenly find themselves trapped inside situations far beyond their control. Fear, guilt, trust, and survival become central themes as the tension gradually increases. One of the most interesting things about the movie is how it explores moral dilemmas. Characters are often forced to choose between safety and truth, loyalty and justice, fear and courage. These internal struggles make the film more emotionally engaging than a standard mystery thriller. The audience is not only curious about what will happen next, but also about how the characters will emotionally survive the pressure around them. The movie constantly asks whether truth is worth risking everything for, and that question gives the story emotional depth. Another strength of the film is its realistic dialogue. Conversations feel natural instead of overly dramatic. Characters speak like real people dealing with stressful situations, which helps the performances feel authentic. The script avoids excessive exposition and allows viewers to slowly piece together the mystery themselves. This storytelling style rewards attentive viewers and makes the experience more immersive. Instead of treating the audience like passive observers, the film invites them to think and interpret events alongside the characters. The pacing of the movie may feel slow for some viewers, but that slow pacing is also part of its identity. The suspense is carefully built layer by layer, and the tension becomes more effective because the movie takes time developing the story. Rather than depending on constant twists every few minutes, the film focuses on emotional build-up and psychological pressure. By the time major revelations arrive, the audience already feels deeply involved in the characters' struggles. That gradual storytelling approach may remind some viewers of classic suspense films from earlier decades. Jeff Daniels especially shines during emotionally heavy scenes. His ability to portray confusion, fear, and determination without exaggeration makes his performance compelling. The audience can feel the pressure his character experiences as events spiral further out of control. Daniels brings humanity to the role, ensuring the character never becomes a generic thriller protagonist. Instead, he feels like an ordinary man facing extraordinary circumstances, and that realism strengthens the emotional impact of the story. James Spader, meanwhile, brings unpredictability and intensity. His scenes often carry a sense of hidden danger, and viewers never feel fully comfortable whenever his character appears. Spader's calm yet intimidating screen presence keeps the audience guessing, and his performance adds psychological tension to the movie. The contrast between Daniels' grounded emotional style and Spader's mysterious intensity creates an engaging dynamic that drives much of the film's suspense. The editing style also deserves praise because it maintains tension without becoming chaotic. Scenes transition smoothly, allowing suspense to grow naturally. The film avoids unnecessary distractions and stays focused on the central mystery. This disciplined editing approach helps the narrative remain coherent and emotionally engaging. Even during quieter moments, there is a sense that every scene matters and contributes to the overall tension. Another appealing aspect of the movie is that it respects the intelligence of the audience. It does not over-explain every situation or emotion. Instead, it trusts viewers to understand character motivations through performances and subtle storytelling. That confidence gives the film a more mature and rewarding feel compared to thrillers that rely heavily on exposition. Viewers who enjoy carefully constructed mysteries will likely appreciate this storytelling style. Although the movie did not become a major mainstream blockbuster, it has gained appreciation among viewers who enjoy underrated suspense dramas. Some films become memorable not because of massive action sequences or huge budgets, but because they create a lasting emotional atmosphere. Eyewitness belongs to that category. It quietly builds tension and leaves viewers thinking about its themes even after the credits roll. The film's grounded realism and emotionally driven storytelling help it stand apart from more formulaic thrillers. For audiences who enjoy intelligent suspense stories with strong performances and emotional depth, this movie offers a worthwhile viewing experience. It may not be fast-paced in the traditional action thriller sense, but its psychological tension and character-driven storytelling create a different type of excitement. The suspense comes from uncertainty, emotional conflict, and hidden truths rather than spectacle. That makes the film feel more personal and emotionally engaging. The movie also reflects the style of early 2000s thrillers, where storytelling and character development often took priority over visual excess. There is a gritty realism in the film that feels refreshing even today. Modern thrillers sometimes rely heavily on rapid editing and non-stop twists, but Eyewitness chooses a quieter and more thoughtful approach. That slower, more deliberate style may actually appeal strongly to viewers looking for suspense that feels intelligent and emotionally grounded. Another reason the film works is because it maintains emotional consistency. The tone remains serious and suspenseful throughout, without unnecessary humor or distractions interrupting the tension. Every scene feels connected to the overall atmosphere of uncertainty and danger. This consistency helps the movie feel focused and immersive from start to finish. The emotional stakes in the story also make the suspense more effective. Viewers are not simply watching characters solve a mystery, they are watching people struggle with fear, trust, and moral responsibility. That emotional connection keeps the audience invested in the outcome. The film understands that suspense becomes stronger when viewers care about the characters, and it uses that understanding effectively. Even though the movie may not be widely discussed today, it remains an interesting choice for thriller fans who enjoy discovering overlooked films. Its combination of strong acting, mature storytelling, atmospheric direction, and psychological tension gives it lasting appeal. Jeff Daniels and James Spader both deliver performances that elevate the material, while Rowdy Herrington's direction keeps the suspense grounded and believable. Overall, Eyewitness is a thoughtful and emotionally engaging thriller that rewards patient viewers. It may not rely on huge action sequences or flashy visuals, but its tension, performances, and atmosphere make it memorable. The film explores fear, truth, and moral conflict in a realistic way, allowing viewers to become emotionally connected to the story. The strong performances from Jeff Daniels and James Spader, combined with Rowdy Herrington's controlled direction, help create a suspenseful experience that feels mature and intelligent. For viewers who appreciate slow-burn mysteries and character-focused thrillers, this film offers a compelling journey filled with tension, uncertainty, and emotional depth. This movie is available on YouTube free.